If you are a Subaru enthusiast and you haven't shopped Norm's Used Cars in Wiscasset, you are missing out. Norm's Used Cars specializes in previously enjoyed late-model, low-mileage Subarus, all hand-picked and meticulously gone over to be like new to you. And with over 100 Subarus on the lot starting at $49.95, they have a great selection too. Experience the difference at Norm's Used Cars.
That's not the norm. That's Norm's Used Cars.
If you've been injured in an accident, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein today. Talk to us confidentially and free. Find out why we are Maine's most recognized personal injury law firm. Over 25,000 victories for Maine families and over $500 million collected for injured Mainers. Get the help you need and the justice you deserve. Dial 207-CALL-JOE. There's never a fee unless you win. Call Joe today and get the Bornstein advantage.
We are your voice. We are your helping hand. We are the Hometown Foundation. We speak up for animals who have been neglected. We support those who keep communities safe. We shatter stereotypes for the disabled. We instill hope in those battling life-threatening illness. We honor and remember our veterans. The Hometown Foundation. Community-focused. Community-driven. Call or go online to see how you can be the help your community's waiting for.
Time to consider your future begins today. Entry-level trade positions now starting at $23.50 an hour and up to $28.19 an hour with experience. Same incredible benefits and career growth opportunities from high school graduation to an exciting career change. This is your time.
Join the legacy.
Green flag is out and we are off and running. And they're already looking at 3 wide into the corner. Kurt Hewins will lead them around first time in the number 55. Hewins finished the season third in points here in the Strictly Streets. Even though he missed one race, he had a really strong season with a feature win. We had 8 different winners in this class this year. Chaz Briggs has worked his way up into second and has brought the number 99 of Jeremy Glazier into third, Jonathan Emerson fourth, and they're going side by side for fifth. Couple of cars tangling over there in turn number 3. Ethan Dinsmore got turned around and Morris Young tried evasive maneuvers, ends up catching him in the door. Looks like everyone able to drive away. Still a ways to go to complete out of 12. These are 12-lap heat races. Jeremy Glazier right up to the back bumper. Briggs holding strong on the outside. Starting to pick his way up Yeah, you see, we got a drive shaft starting to roll back down the track over there in turn 2. The transfer spot held by Clyde Hennessy right now in the 80. Neither driver giving up any room. Dale Lawrence comes back down to the 2.
If you are a Subaru enthusiast and you haven't shopped Norm's Used Cars in Wiscasset, you are missing out. Norm's Used Cars specializes in previously enjoyed late-model, low-mileage Subarus, all hand-picked and meticulously gone over to be like new to you. And with over 100 Subarus on the lot starting at $49.95, they have a great selection too. Experience the difference at Norm's Used Cars.
That's not the norm. That's Norm's Used Cars.
If you've been injured in an accident, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein today. Talk to us confidentially and free. Find out why we are Maine's most recognized personal injury law firm. Over 25,000 victories for Maine families and over $500 million collected for injured Mainers. Get the help you need and the justice you deserve. Dial 207-CALL-JOE. There's never a fee unless you win. Call Joe today and get the Bornstein advantage.
We are your voice. We are your helping hand. We are the Hometown Foundation. We speak up for animals who have been neglected. We support those who keep communities safe. We shatter stereotypes for the disabled. We instill hope in those battling life-threatening illness. We honor and remember our veterans. The Hometown Foundation. Community-focused, community-driven. Call or go online to see how you can be the help your community's waiting for.
Time to consider your future begins today. Entry-level trade positions now starting at $23.50 an hour and up to $28.19 an hour with experience. Same incredible benefits and career growth opportunities from high school graduation to an exciting career change. This is your time.
Join the legacy.
Holding on to a lead down the back stretch.
right, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to meet our drivers for the 11th annual Amsoil Dominator Strictly Shootout? We are ready. We hope you are too. We got to introduce some of our dignitaries up front here. Always telling stories down in the bottom of the ramp. We told him to come up here, but he's still talking. The guy who created this race 11 years ago, Dave Brandon. Thank you very much, Dave. We have our fearless leaders. Once again, it all starts with these fine folks, Richard and Vanessa Jordan. We have our director of the Ward and Son Construction Kids Club, Penny Charette, along with our junior official, Bailey Booker. Sorry, Bailey Booker. And we have the title sponsors of the Amsoil Dominator Strictly Shootout, Lee the Amsoil guy and his lovely wife, Sue. Ladies and gentlemen, Four Seasons Synthetic. Now let's meet your drivers. This is going to be positions 28 through 13. Starting at the tail end of the field, one of the provisional winners in the 07 out of Dayton. Welcome, Mark Grantham. Next, our other provisional winner in the 27th starting position, driving car number 20 out of Montville. Welcome, Joe Harriman. Starting in the 26th position is a two-time winner of the Strictly Shootout and two-time champion here at Wiscasset. In the number 51 out of Oxford, welcome Kyle Hewins. Starting in the 25th position, driving car number 58 from Woolwich, welcome David Greenleaf. In the 24th starting position, driving car number 36 from Lisbon Falls, welcome Rick Spalding. Starting in the 23rd position and driving car number 74 from Swanville, welcome Troy Patterson. In the 22nd starting position, driving car number 83 from Turner, welcome Dan Brown. Starting in the 21st position, driving car number 26 from Limerick, welcome Ray Dinsmore III. Starting in the 20th position, driving car number 63 from Buxton, welcome Brian Caswell. In the 19th starting position, driving car number 34 from Waterville, welcome Ashton Burgess. Starting in the 18th position, driving car number 96 from Windsor, welcome Alex Cromwell. Starting in the 17th position, driving car number 08 out of Washington, the newly crowned 2023 Wiscasset Strictly Street Champion, welcome Mac Hannon Jr. His teammate will start in the 16th position, driving car number 27 from Lisbon, welcome Scott Eck. Starting in the 15th position was the division runner-up this season in car number 40 from Gorham, welcome Dan McKay Jr. Starting 14th is a former Strictly Street champion here in the number 95, the Lightning McQueen machine. Out of Liberty, welcome Josh St. Clair. And starting in the 13th position, driving car number 82 from Westbrook, welcome Chaz Briggs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will meet your top 12 qualifiers, but these will not be their starting positions, as they're going to be subject to a full redraw. When they introduce them, they'll come up here and grab one of these Amsoil bottles, and at the bottom is their fate on where they're starting. So here we go, your top qualifier. In car number 55, winner of heat number 1 out of Turner, welcome Kurt Ewens, two-time winner of the Strictly Shootout. Find out what Kurt will do. And by the way, we're going to hold our top 12 up here in Victory Lane because we're going to get one of these guys. He wants somebody to come pick a bottle for him. One of these guys is going to tempt their fate. They're going to bet on themselves and take the Four Seasons Synthetic back, or I'm sorry, the Canada Quick Realm back to the front challenge. He will start P9. Your second qualifier, winner of heat number 2, driving the number 4 out of South Paris, welcome Jordan Russell, another former winner of the Strictly Shootout. Jordan's got one cowboy hat to his credit. He's looking for cowboy hat number 2 today. And let's see what position he will draw. She likes the orange one. Here we go. He gets P11. Next up on the grid, winner of heat number 3 in the 11C out of Wales, welcome Cam Childs. This blue bottle, and that looks like, if I'm reading correctly, P8. So the number's still in there. Next, winner of heat number 4, two-time Wiscasset champion, still looking for his first cowboy hat, and the number 23 from Sabatis, Zach Emerson. By the way, every driver that's participating in the Strictly Shootout today has signed this custom checkered flag. The winner of this race will take that flag home with the names of everyone he beat. We're going with red. We are P number 6 for Zach Emerson. Next up, in the car number 99 out of Appleton, welcome Jeremy Glazier. The pressure's on. He said, pick a good one now. Spot it over carefully. This one right back here in the corner. P5 for Jeremy Glazier. Next up, in car number 25 from Washington, welcome Landon Tapley. Back row again. That looks like P4 for Landon Tapley. Next up, in car number 1 out of Leeds, welcome Billy Childs Jr.
Billy's been a podium finisher. He's one of the drivers eligible for the Back to the Saddle Award. We explained that a little earlier. Any driver that's finished in the top 3 of the last 5 shootouts are eligible for the Back to the Saddle Award. That means if they make it back here to victory lane for a top 3, then their base purse money will be doubled by Lee Mortensen. What do we got? We got P12 for Billy Childs. Front row is still there. Next driver to try. In the 00X out of Sebago, welcome Wade Kennedy. Appreciate your indulgence while we do this. This is always one of the fun parts of the shootout where the fate of these drivers in their starting position is right here on this table. Go with red. Wade drives the red, white, blue. He's going to be starting 10th. Next up is a former winner of the Strictly Shootout, driving car number 24 from Oxford. Welcome, Jonathan Emerson. Just 4 bottles left, and the front row is still sitting there. Actually, the top 3 positions in this race are in these 4 bottles. It says I'm betting on green. Here we go. What's that? P1. Jonathan Emerson draws the pole. Next up, in car number 31, Wisconsin Speedway's Rookie of the Year in the Strictly's Chuck Wagstaff out of Boothbay Harbor. Goes P7. So one of these 2 guys is going to get a front row spot. Next up to draw in car number 80 out of Wyndham, Clyde Hennessy. Says P2. Clyde will be starting outside the front row. Final draw will go to the number 4 car out of Richmond, Caleb Emerson Maines. Hi, Caleb! Caleb, one of our drivers of the month this season here at Wisconsin Speedway. I'm gonna go on the tip of my, right on my mind. He's going to take the orange one, folks. And he will be starting P3. All right, so I got a $100 bill right here in my hands. As usual, I don't get to keep it very long. We're going to start with Jonathan Emerson. Jonathan, are you going to take the Back to the Front challenge? He says absolutely not. So next will be Clyde Hennessy. Clyde, you gonna take it? He says no. Next, starting 3rd, Caleb Emerson Maines. No, thank you. Let's go to 4th, Landon Tapley. He thought it over. He says no. Next, Jeremy Glazier. No, thank you. Go to 6th, Zach Emerson. No chance, he says. Let's go to 7th, Chuck Wagstaff. No, thank you. Wow, I thought $100 would help these guys make up their mind. How about 8th place, Cam Giles? No, sir, he says. Let's go to 9th. Kurt Hewitt. Since I've done that before. Let's go to 10th, Wayne Kennedy. No. 11th, Jordan Russell. No. You folks got to encourage these guys a little more. 12th place, Billy Childs. No takers in the top 12, Dave. So, Chaz Briggs, where are you? Chaz, you want to take the challenge? Not giving up 13th. Okay, Josh St. Clair, $100 just for taking the challenge. Nope. Dan McKay. No, wow. I think I'm going to go home with $100 tonight. Scott Eck, he'll do it. Scott Eck is going to give up 16th place. All right, our drivers are ready. Are you guys ready out here? Bailey, let's get them going.
Drivers, start your engine!
Oh, I love the sound of that. Let's go racing. Nate Sennett up on the flag stage once again. Turn 1 and 2 is Mike Carlton. Backstretch, Sean. Lights are off. Set to go. Front row, Jonathan Emerson and Clyde Hennessy. Here they come, trying to lock and load. It's time for the Amsoil Dominator shootout. And that will not complete the first lap. There goes 11 of Childs. side note, this guy right here continues his streak of the last time he races 2 divisions on a given night, and the last time he raced on a given night and did not bring home a trophy in at least one of the 2 divisions was June 4th of last year. And ladies and gentlemen, Josh St. Clair, look at him. He's like a little kid again. Max, his crew chief, is up there and ready to collect some hardware. And he was the inspiration behind this whole car right here, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's obsessed with lightning. He still is, and all his little cars, his daddy. So it's all good. We did it for all the kids.
Absolutely, and you had a lot of fun, started deep in the field and passed a lot of cars. Talk about the patience it took early on. You got boxed in for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of them there, and we're all the top 10 there. We're really pretty close in speed, but I have problems with not being patient. In the last few races, my spotter and everyone, we just try to talk and keep myself calmed down. I mean, it's not so bad in these things. The tires take quite a thrashing, but yeah, I was riding and the laps were counting down. It wasn't looking good. It's like Jordan's hanging on the right side and 80 in the way.
Yeah, then talk about that pass for the lead. It's almost like you could see what was brewing up ahead of you. You threw it out 3 wide and right when they tangled.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like last week we raced here. It was kind of the same deal. Just getting down into one. I see Jordan, I think one more lap, he'd have won the race and cleared it completely, but the 80 just hung just enough to get him loose, and they stopped down into 1 and 2, and I jumped 3 wide, and I knew it was going to kind of happen again down into 3. So I got lucky, but I've had some bad luck in this race the last few years, so we finally won it. We got the barbecue.
Absolutely. Yeah, I forgot to mention, on top of all the awards and all the money, you get a barbecue feed from Derek Mingo and Mingo's Barbecue. But you've had a great season, a lot of big wins. And how's this measure up to some of your victories this year?
Oh, it's right at the top. I mean, this race is awesome. Dave for putting this thing on. 40 cars here today for this thing. That's pretty impressive by itself. A lot of great cars. Hate to see them guys get tore up in the beginning. Both of them too, Kurt and Billy, would have been tough competition for sure. So I hate seeing that, but when you're on the right end of it, you have to be happy a little bit for it.
Well, how's this sound on a race that advertises as $500 to win, throw in all the contingency money? You were one of the Back in the Saddle award winners. You're taking home a check for $1,665 for a 50-lap street stock race. How's that sound?
That sounds real good. I'm excited to get the cowboy hat to buckle on the gun, too.
Get that boy a cowboy hat. Bring it on down. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, throw that baby on. How's that feel?
A little tight, but it'll work.
All right. And what's the last thing Lightning McQueen's got to say?
Gotcha.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. He landed the dismount perfectly. Jordan Russell, good to have you back here, buddy. It's got to be a mixed bag of emotions for you on this one. I know you were gunning for the lead. You and Clyde put on a hell of a race through the mid-pack of that one. First of all, talk about that battle.
Yeah, I won't talk about it too much. I already told him what I thought about it. So, yeah, I raced him pretty good for 30 laps. I never touched him, and unfortunately, you don't always get what you give, but sometimes you do get what you give. So, really happy to see Josh get it. I raced door to door with him for 10 or 15 laps there, and we were around each other the whole race, and I think we might have rubbed each other once. So it was a lot of fun racing with him. He races me clean, and I'm glad to see him get it.
And you were one of the guys who really made that outside lane work. Sometimes that's what you got to do on this track.
Yeah, we went 3 wide there for a few laps, and really I think I spent about half a lap on the bottom before I was rooted off of it. So.
And you caught probably the break of the race too. We thought the caution was for you, was actually for the 36 on the backstretch. So rather than going to the tail end, you ended up restarting fourth. So that kind of probably gets some energy back into you.
Yeah, I'll thank Spalding for that on Facebook. Definitely helped me out there. I mean, obviously coming from the back, we wouldn't have finished back up here. So, it was. I feel like we brought a good car. We prepped for it and. Worked hard, raced everybody the way I want to be raced, and unfortunately sometimes that doesn't come back around. But
who you want to thank on this second place finish today?
Yeah, I got to thank a lot of guys. The guys that come and help me every week: Zach, Cody, Dwayne, David. Thomas isn't here, but he helps when he can. My son Lucas helps all the time. My girlfriend supports me in everything I do, helps when she can. I got to thank David Getchell for helping us out today. He helps when he can as well. And I got to thank Lee for putting on this show and sticking with us for all these years, and the Jordans for having us. Got to thank GT Overhead Door, Pine Tree Paving, Bernie Thayer, he builds us a good power plant, and Foothills Flooring and Tile, Ryan Kane, Trucking and Custom Soldering, and Auto Restoration and more. And yeah, on to the next race.
All right, we really thank you for coming and supporting this race. You're going to bring home a nice fat check worth $1,495 for your runner-up finish. Clyde Hennessy, congratulations on a strong third today. And you led the most laps in the race. A strong car for somebody who doesn't run this track regularly. Talk about your night.
Yeah, it's like driving for Burnham's, and yeah, it's just a good car. It goes good.
So you were locked in a good battle with Josh and Jordan for much of the race. Do you feel like you were able to get the car where you obviously you wanted to take home the win? You led the most laps, but are you satisfied with a third place run here? Your first podium here was Wiscasset.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. You know, car goes good, and that's all I can say. You know.
Who do you want to thank on your third place run today? I know you had a lot of good help as well.
Dynamic Diesel, Cold Construction, Knuckle Up Customs, the Outlaws, and Clyde's Auto Repair, and thank Jerry Burnham. Let me drive it.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to tell you, and this is not uncommon with the Strictly Shootout. This has happened before. You're taking home the biggest check of the day for leading the most laps, finishing third, and you got a bunch of the other contingency money. You're taking home a check worth $1,815 for your third place finish. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Clyde Hennessy bringing it home in third. Jordan Russell in second. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Amsoil Dominator Strictly Shootout winner is Josh St. Clair. One final time on behalf of Richard and Vanessa Jordan and the entire staff here at Wiscasset Speedway, thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next Saturday afternoon for Group 1 Championship Day and the season finale here at Wiscasset Speedway. Good night. Maddie, take us home.